friends, and welcome back to Sewing from Scratch. I am Kate, and this is where I teach you everything I know about sewing, and we learn more together along the way. Happy Shelf Sewing September! Yay! It has officially started! Your fabric stash. Take some time, work with your fabric stash, like call the herd, get rid of things that you don't need anymore, and just be with your fabrics, be inspired, all these things. I talked about this in the intro video, so I will link that below for anybody new to Shelf Sewing September, new to my channel. Welcome, and I hope you join us over on Instagram for the prizes and just the community. So today's video, I'm just sharing a little bit about my fabric stash. It is not huge by any means, but it's bigger than I need, bigger than I want, and for me it's too much. So we're gonna go through and I'm gonna show you what it was, how I organized it, and all of those kinds of things. So let's go. Okay, here's the stash. I guess there is some pieces of upcycle stuff in here, but not much. I need to deal with this. It's just too much. I know it's not as much as other people, might not be as much as you have, but for me it's too much. I have 2 drawers that I want to designate or dedicate to fabric, cuts of fabric, and then 1 for scraps. And I want, like, that's all the fabric I want to have on hand kind of thing. We're not gonna get there this month. I know that. This wool especially is, that would be a whole drawer in itself. But I am gonna go through this. I have some like travel organizer things coming that you put in suitcases. So I'm going to plan for those. Hopefully they work the way I want them to, just to kind of keep the drawers a little more organized. I'm a micro organizer, so that's totally me. I'm a Cricut. If you follow Clutterug, I am a Cricut. So I think I'm just gonna go through and then organize into fabric type, and then and while I'm doing that, try and like get rid of, you know, if there's a few things I can get rid of. I did do a big purge like not so long ago, so I'm not sure how much I'll actually get rid of, but there are things in here that, like this, it's gonna go. Like sometimes I keep some of this stuff for like muslins, but in all honesty I have a bolt of muslin fabric, so like not happening, right? Some more fabrics over there, not really, like I think it's like 2 or 3 cuts for my kids' rooms, like home decor stuff I need to make, so that's not in here. But this is the majority, like the vast majority. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through, kind of organize. And then when those organizers come in, we'll try again. See what I can get back into those drawers. So, let's go. Hey, so, oh, my camera's still on. I am filming right now a video that you're gonna see next week. It's really filthy. And I got pretty emotional, and I didn't expect that. So I don't know if it's from conversations we were having on Facebook about purchasing fabric or what it is, but I just stacked up all my fabrics, and by stacked I mean threw them in a pile, all my fabrics here, and it's just, I don't know, I can't explain what I'm feeling, but emptying out the bins and the drawers, it was just like, it's just so freeing to me, and I feel like part of me just wants to absolutely get rid of absolutely every piece of fabric I own. that's not happening. But it's just, so I just wanted to come on here and say, like, I don't get attached to stuff. Like, I just don't. I don't know if it's through like our journey, everything we've been through, and like becoming minimalists and all of that, or what, but this needs to be done. And I just wanted to say, like, Shelf Sewing September is more than just not buying fabric. It's more than just sewing up a couple things you've been meaning to sew for a long time. And I encourage you to go and watch my video today, because I talk about more things you can do throughout the month to get you through, kind of thing. And yeah, I don't really know. I just wanted to tell you that this is what's going on, and I'm going to show you the pile now. All right, here it is. And this is just fabric cuts, like not, I have things in my stash like old clothes to upcycle. I have tons of scraps. This is just fabric cuts. Like, look how deep that is. And then I have this stack of wool here that I wasn't willing to toss. So that's just stacked up nicely there. But yeah, it's like I still haven't got to the floor yet. It's just keeps going. There we go. Like, it's a lot, and I know it's not as big as some people's stash, but for me, it's too much. I don't know if I'm going to, like, for certain things, like put a like safety pin with a note on it, like saying what I want to use it for or not. I feel like I have a relationship with each piece of fabric where I know that already, so I don't know if that's necessary, but that's like, it's an idea. If you have a lot of fabrics or you forget, you know, like you have a really great idea, you want to remember it, put a sticky note or something safety pinned to the fabric, even like inside, like on the selvage, so that it's not gonna puncture the fabric. And then when you pull it out, or like you could have a notebook even started and like categorize it. This is really crazy micro-organizing, but you could like categorize it into like things for my daughter, things for my husband, and like all these different ideas you have, and then what fabrics, so in case your fabric stash is like really big and you can't maybe see it all at once, and you can go looking for what you want. Anyway, just a thought. Okay, so I received those things I was telling you about, the packing cubes, but I actually didn't end up using them. So this is my scrap drawer. I would like to have all my scraps fit in here, but that's just like impossible right now because I have so many bags of scraps out in the garage and bins. So that's gonna be like, that's on my Make 9, is to get these scraps under control. Have a couple projects that will use up a lot of scraps. And then the fabrics that you saw, I was able to fit mostly into 2 drawers. So this is, I was using a stack here for filming like you saw, but this is mostly knits. So this is all the knits I have, is these here, this L, and then I have 2 pieces of fleece that I kept for, 2 pieces of fleece and like a baby terry for making cloth pads. And then this is wovens here. Yeah, it's all wovens there. So that's that drawer. These are pretty deep. These are, well, you can see, they are like, I don't know, 8 inches deep, I think they are. And so that's that drawer. And then this drawer is the wovens, and I was able to get 3 cuts of my wool in here, which was great. And then, oh, look at something not fallen back. Okay. Yeah, so this is the wovens. So 4 stacks here. This is denim, obviously, and then some other things in here that I just, not my colors, but I wasn't willing to part with those yet because I think I'm gonna make a skirt or something. And so that was the majority of it. The only things that didn't fit, I have this baseball stuff here that's actually going in my son's room. So I have like home decor stuff here, and then these jeans. Obviously I have like a ton of clothing to upcycle, so that's not in there. This cut of wool is going to be used for a felt cutting mat. So these 2 cuts here, and then these were here before. That's again for my kids' rooms. And then this didn't fit. So these were fabrics I had pulled out that are for my husband. I asked him like if he wants anything with them, otherwise I was gonna get rid of them. And he actually said all of them. So that was shocking to me. So these are like canvasy fabrics. This is a quilting cotton. He said I can make a shirt for him, and another canvasy fabric. And then these could probably fit in. They're like really light lining type fabrics. And then just some vinyl, and that'll probably fit in there, and this. And these, I just didn't know where to put them, so they can probably fit in there too. And then this cut of felted wool that I don't know what to do with. I love the color. It's like a green, a dark like forest green. Olive they call it, but I wouldn't really call it an olive. Anyway, I don't know what to do with it. It's not really my color. I should probably try and sell it, but it would be a hard sell. So we'll see. And then that's like the little de-stash pile. And the stuff for my friend is already bagged up in the car. So yeah, that's it. And I'm happy with that. It's simple and it works. These I'll just have to find somewhere to put them or sew them up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And more importantly, I hope it inspired you to take a portion of your fabric stash and go through it. If it's so big that you can't do it all at once, just take a portion. If it's not so big, take all of it. Maybe, you know, I didn't think there was gonna be anything I was gonna get rid of, but actually there was a pretty big pile to pass on to my friend, and then a few cuts that I tried to de-stash, and you know, I only sold a couple pieces, so the rest I'll just give to my friend too. So I was able to fit everything, almost everything, back into my drawers here, and that was really great for me. You know, I didn't expect that, and it was just fabulous. And there was some pieces in there that I was like, yes, I need to make this for this person or whatever. So I was able to kind of go through and be re-inspired. How many times can I say that? That's just what it is. So I wanted that to be motivation for you to tackle your fabric stash. You know, don't do it all at once because it can be overwhelming. Make sure you have it in a space where you don't mind if the mess is left for a little bit. Or just do a portion at a time where you can actually go through it and put it away all at the same time. If you are able to like put everything in a big pile, it's more, as you saw in the clips, it is more impactful because it makes you realize like, holy, you know what? This is too much. And or maybe not, or maybe you're like, oh, I love all my fabrics, and you just roll around in it and, you know, great for you. For me, that wasn't the case. And it was really emotional, which was shocking to me. But that was the way it was. So I'm glad I did it that way, and I'm glad I forced myself to go through it. And then in the end, you know, it was just a few piles that I had to stick in the drawers. So it was good. And then now I'm like ready for fall sewing. But like I said, just do something with your fabric stash and make sure to use that hashtag shelf sewing September 21 on Instagram, and we will get you entered into those giveaway prizes. And make sure you're following me on Instagram to see all those prompts and things like that too, because that's where the real challenge is happening. I'm just sharing more about it here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.